you? Just got back from a early morning networking session. I've met loads of people, collected stacks of business cards. I go to quite a few of these events. I meet plenty of people, and I'm sure some of them will be of value to me at some time in the future. See, that's why it's important, you know, to meet as many people as you possibly can and pick up their business cards. That's the important thing. Make sure you collect plenty and plenty of business cards. Well, you never know, do you? I suppose one day I really must get round to doing something with them. I've been told that you can get these record systems, and always something else seems to crop up. Never really seem to find time to do anything about them. Also, after a few days, I tend to forget what it is that they do and why it's worth contacting them again. Well, some people do make it difficult, don't they? I've got cards here, but they don't even have their name on them, and how am I supposed to remember them? Some don't even tell me what they do. I guess I really should get into the habit of writing some key points on the back of the cards while I'm there. I've met them, but then after I've met them, but some people do make this task harder by laminating their business cards. Have you noticed that more and more people are now giving you laminated business cards? They look really nice and glossy. I'm sure they do last a long time, but they're a real pain to try and write on in a biro. So what did I achieve from this morning's networking event? Oh well, it was good. I met up with some people that I've not met for some time, and we caught up on a few gossipy things like, you know, did you have a good Christmas? Excuse me, that was good. I had a good breakfast, but to be honest with you, I'm not really a cooked breakfast man, but you know, when you've paid for it, what else did I get from it? Well, I spent a lot of time putting the world to rights, as you do when you bump it into the people that you already know, and of course then it was time for me to speed round the room to collect as many cards as I possibly could, because that's what networking is all about. Oh, I've also been invited, I must tell you this, I've been invited to pitch. I'm not quite sure what that means yet, but I've been invited to pitch to the same group at a future event. I'm going to have to put my selling head on for that one, and I've no doubt that they'll be queuing up to buy from me when they hear about what the products can do for them. Anyway, I can't chat with you all day. I'm busy. I'm catching up on my Facebook. Got my Facebook things to fill in, and I've got to make sure I Twitter people to let them know what a great event they missed. So hopefully I'll talk to you again soon. Is that something that you recognise? Did you recognise yourself in any of that scenario? Amazingly, I think a lot of business people still feel that is what networking is all about. You even have organisers that invite you to these events, and then for some reason tell you to bring loads and loads of business cards, as though that was the main reason for attending. Trust me, it's not. Networking has really come of age, and they always say the fact that if you're not networking, then you really are not working. And yet many still subscribe, I think, to the idea that the more people that you meet, the more chances that you've got of selling to them. Well, I thought it'd be a good idea just to get rid of a few myths, really. Firstly, networking is not about selling your products or services. It's got something to do with selling, but it's about selling you. People buy from people, we know that. And in particular, they buy from people that they trust, and even better, people that they like. So networking is trying to make sure the fact that you are selling yourself first and foremost. Network about collecting business cards? Is networking really about collecting business cards? Well, yes and no. They are very useful to have as a reference point, obviously, because it's got all the information that you need on them, but making sure that you present them in such a way that is of value. So it really does mean don't laminate them. Also, don't print on both sides, or at least don't fill both sides with print. Make sure you leave enough space for people to actually write notes when they're actually at the event. Then when you get back, like I'm doing now, categorise them into gold, silver, bronze, whatever system that you want to use, and then identify the ones that you really need to contact within the 24 hours. Recent research proves quite clearly the fact that if you leave them for longer than 4 days, then there's an 80% chance of the fact that you will just never contact them. Networking for many people, however, is like leaning against an open door, but that if you think about it, success really does come from planning. That's before, during and after the event. It's certainly not about how many business cards you can collect. Now, if you would like to discover the difference between networking and not working, and you're based in South Yorkshire, then why don't you book yourself on our next hot ticket event, which is called 10 Rules for Better Networking. If you're in Doncaster, it's on the 13th of February, and if you're in Sheffield, then it's on the 20th. You can find out all the details and you can book tickets on our hot ticket Facebook page. Just click on the welcome tab on the left hand side. Ticket prices are £20, but if you respond straight away after you've watched this video and there are still tickets available, then you can join us for £10. So come along for a sort of £10 taster. And that includes everything. That includes a 90-minute keynote presentation delivered professionally as you'd expect, an action plan handout, a light buffet, and a £50 voucher off any future business skill coaching. Plus you've got the opportunity on the same night to road test your new learnt skills. If you want a better response to your current networking, book for the next hot ticket, and you'll find, as I said, that on our Facebook page, and just click on the welcome tab and that will take you straight through to our external booking service. We look forward to seeing you there. Happy networking!